Here we are at Paris Raceway, California for the introduction of the 2010 Honda CRF20R. And I'll just start in the front and work my way to the back on all the new improvements. Starting right in the front, we have the Showa forks this year, 48 millimeter with the twin bleed rebuild system. So there's two air screws up here at the top, pretty exciting. Have an all new frame for the 250. So starting with the engine. All new bore and stroke this year. This is a long stroke motor compared to what we've had in the past, but we're still maintaining a 13,500 RPM, so that's great. All new cylinder head with different valve angles, terrific breathing. The mid-range and top end on this bike is astounding, with virtually the same bottom end we had last year. Of course, we have fuel injection this year, 50 millimeter throttle body, but on the 250 we have our own fuel injector nozzle, especially for this bike, and a new, more precise Eileen screw adjuster. It adjusts in 100 RPM increments. All new clutch, all new lower 5-speed ratio transmission. We have again the single exhaust system with the cannons moved 50 millimeters forward. This exhaust is a half a pound lighter than last year's twin exhaust system, and all that weight's moved forward for your mass centralization. And then the short shock body Showa shock keeps all that, lets us all get away with that. Airbox is pretty much the same as the 09 450, so you get a lot of breathing, but the air intake boot is exclusive just to the 250 and features a built-in velocity stacker, which gives it a lot more power in the middle and top on this bike. Right, so probably the big deal over here is again a better shot of the new cylinder head design. Also, the scavenging oil crankcase reed valve that's exclusive to the Honda Unicam engines. They used to set the engine this way. Now they set in the engine this way. That allowed us to make the engine 10 millimeters lower. The crank is 10 millimeters lower. So that gives you great center of gravity and structural changes. Also, we have the larger ACG to run the fuel injection system, which is up in here with the condenser and the regulator, and then a 50 millimeter throttle body. So this year, along with the fuel injection, we have the 1.5 gallon gas tank with the plastic lightweight 50 PSI fuel pump. Another neat advantage, if you guys are racing the different Hondas, all the bodywork and seat, fenders, everything, they all interchange now with the CRF20R. It'd be great for carrying spares out to the racetrack. So there you have it, the 2010 Honda CRF20R. We look forward to some great success this year.
Hey, I'm Andy Back, and I'm here doing the 2010 CRF20R Honda intro, and here at Paris Raceway for TransWorld. First time I got on the bike, actually, I was looking for the petcock and didn't have one, you know, with the fuel injection, so that was a little different, but fuel injection's good. It definitely got rid of the bog, and it doesn't have a bog whatsoever now. Yeah, I raced my 08 Honda 250F, and we struggled with the bog so bad. We were trying to get rid of it, and anything we did just wouldn't get rid of it. So it's a real surprise that this year, 2010, there's no bog whatsoever. You can't get it to bog on the stand, on the track, anywhere. So it's really good. The forks were a little soft, and we adjusted a little bit and went harder on the compression, and it seemed to help out a lot. So I think it handles pretty good, and it turns pretty good too. They lowered the motor, and it's supposed to have you know, better center of gravity, so I felt that it helped it out a lot. The same Hondas feel just a little smaller to me in general. It seems about the same as my 08, but just I think it handles a little better. It turns a little better with the lower center of gravity, and yeah, it turns good. I think, yeah, the bike starts easier. When it's hot, when it's cold, it doesn't really matter. It just kicks over really easy. My first impression for the bike is I got on it and it felt really comfortable. In the corners, I wasn't fighting it at all. In the ruts, some of the ruts out here were pretty messed up, and it seemed to just follow the ruts good, you know? So, probably first impression, just the turning. I think the turning is really good on it. I think it lacks a little bit in the bottom end, but I think it makes up for it with the revs. So, yeah, I think definitely overall 2010 is definitely better than the 09. Just bone stock, back to back, I think for sure 2010.